Page 39, Largo. This is a melody from a very famous symphony by Dvorak. I would encourage you to go listen to the symphony, the whole symphony. It's called the New World Symphony. You can search on the New World Symphony or some such things, all kinds of recordings available. This melody is from the second movement, but I encourage you to listen to the whole thing. It's gorgeous. We're not introducing anything new here. We're using the tied notes and stuff that we've already had. So let's look it over. It's 2 lines long, 4/4 time, treble and bass clef, quarter notes, half notes, whole notes. We got tied notes. We can do all that. Start with the right hand. Let's make sure we have the notes and the rhythms. Starting 3rd finger here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go through and play it all. Count it out carefully. Now remember, when you're counting these rhythms, you're only counting them at first to get them. Once you got the rhythm down, once you know what it is, you don't need to count it anymore. You feel it. We do a lot of feeling in music. It's a very feely thing. So you feel it after you get past the mechanics of it. Left hand. We're going to start with the C chord, and it's tied for 2 measures. And then you have the G7 chord, and it's tied for 2 measures. And that's pretty much it for the left hand. Put the hands together. Okay. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember the left hand was tied there. 1, 2, 3. The left hand's not much to it, it's tying all along. Okay? So you go through and put it together, and then go back through and get rid of the hesitation so it is a nice steady beat. And then also you need to be able to play this without looking at the keyboard. Just, you got to feel your way around here. More feeling going on here. Then we add the dynamics. Well, they're giving you 2. I wish they wouldn't do that. They're telling you the top staff is MF, mezzo forte, moderately loud, sort of loud, and the bottom staff is P, or piano, or soft. I'm telling you, you need 1 dynamic in the middle, that MF, and it applies to the melody wherever it's at, and everything else has to be in the background. So we don't need the P. So what do you think moderately loud is? That's it. There's no absolute. It's up to you. What do you think it is? And soft, well, play it soft. If you can, practice that soft. And then we go try and put them together. There, something like that. That's the dynamics. And I know on these dynamics, it can take quite a while to get to where you have the control to play one hand louder than the other. I understand. But I'm asking you, keep trying. It will come. Well before you get finished with this book, if you do it properly, you will be able to do it. And it'll be quite easy for you too. Yeah, it will. Yeah. Now, if you rush through the book, hurry up and get through it, whatever, then I can't promise anything on that one. It's just, now, speed, it's the last thing we add, and it's slow. Whatever slow is, we have a problem on piano when playing slow. And I've heard professionals do it, and it's just, ugh. You have to be careful. We're talking about the feel of the piece, not the speed of the beat when we talk tempo. Fast, slow, or whatever, it's the feel of the piece. If I do this really slow, that's slow. Oh boy, here we are. But it drags, and this is a problem we have in piano, is because once you hit the note, it starts dying away immediately. There's like a minimum speed you can go before everybody starts snoring. And you don't want them snoring faster than you're going. So you gotta have a fast enough to flow, but it's a slow flow. Even though the beat might go 1, 2, that's not a slow beat, but the feel is slow. And And that's what it is. Maybe with a wind instrument or violin, you can get away with playing a little slower because they can maintain the pitch. They can control the pitch throughout. With piano, it just starts dying away, and that just, blah. So we can't do that. We have to pick up the pace a little bit. I heard a guy in a contest. He was just fantastic. It was amazing. I had high hopes for him until he got to some Debussy stuff, and he just played it so slow. And you could tell he was into it. He was getting in, very emotional into it, but he was playing it so slow, it just, ugh. Needless to say, he was eliminated at that round, too. Now I'm going to add one more thing to challenge you. They're not doing it yet. They will eventually. I'm going to do it now. When you play chords, you have to lift up so there's a little bit of silence between here to here to here. You can't connect them on piano. But when I'm playing different notes, one note at a time, I can connect those. The only time I can't connect them is if I play repeated notes. Those, I can't connect those. But I can connect all the others. So, like in the first line, between the second and third measures, the second measure, going on the third measure, I can connect it. But in the left hand, I can't. Can you do that? So here, second measure, I want to connect here, but not, I can't connect the left hand. So I'm lifting up here, but I'm holding that down here. So at the end of the line, you can go ahead and lift both here. And then second line between the second measures, go ahead, connect the right hand and not the left. See, I'm hold it down. See if you can do that. That just is another thing we need to learn to do eventually, and something you can. So I don't know how much you're struggling here. I don't know how well you're getting it. So if you're struggling with it, you can forget all that. We'll take care of it later. But if you're getting this pretty good, you're all right. I'm not doing too badly here. Then add this to it. Start thinking about that too. I'd like to play this with you slowly. Let's just check the notes and the rhythms. You know the drill. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4.